The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 210. You get the Nasdaq up 59. S&P's up 17.5. Gold contract $12.13 an ounce. We have silver at $14.80 an ounce. Light sweet crude $68.88. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note down 3 ticks, 120.13. 30-year bond down 10, 145.09. King dollar down 178 ticks, trading 94.885. The euro is at 116.49 to 1 US dollar. The yen is at 111.06 to 1 US dollar. We're kicking into the last week of summer, and we are kicking in with some force. If we go overseas, folks, and take a look at overseas, you're going to see that Asia came off this low with some strength last night. Look at those numbers. So the Hang Seng was up 2%. Shanghai was up from 1.8 to 2.5. Taiwan was up 1. Bottom line.
Nikkei almost a full percent up there.
Yeah. And then Europe out here today, you got anywhere from the FTSE's only up 0.2% to the DAX at 0.7%. And bottom line is that we're kicking into the Labor Day weekend.
5 more days of summer.
5 more days of summer. Bottom line is that everything's green. So if
new all-time highs, right? In the S&P.
Yeah.
Is Nasdaq up there as well?
And we got to go over to the Dow because it looks to me that once the Dow was way away from its all-time high, but when you start running like these Nasdaq and this S&P gaps higher, guess what? We just might see it this week.
600 points is not a big deal for 1 week the way we've been moving.
No,
I agree.
not when it's 200 right now.
Exactly.
So we'll see where this whole baby is going to shake out. Gold contract on Friday, folks. Broke the B point, has volume behind the move. You got an ABC structure on the way up. 12.30 is the price projection. We had good movement. Bottom line, when Powell came out, the market said, hey, it's a little dovish, and it moved it. It's the first. That's the first time that we had any type of strength since April.
Yeah.
It's a long time, 4.5 months. So we'll see where that shakes out. And, of course, the other side of that trade is good old King Dollar. King Dollar failed on price, failed on volume, got back inside the 95.440 mark. That's the highs that were generated out here on the 19th of July. And I expect we're going to go after the strength now. June 14th is a big day in the dollar.
Yes.
I mean, that's going to be tough to break down too.
Quite a day, for sure.
We'll see how it handles. The top of that, folks, is 94.605.
Yeah.
And the bottom, is that 92.
It's pretty remarkable. It's almost a full 2 points.
Yeah. Which is in the dollar index. That's a monster.
For 1 day.
That's a monster.
That's why it sticks out. Definitely.
Yeah. And it's Friday. No, it's Monday.
Oh, it's a Friday? All right, Labor Day, baby.
It's Monday.
Almost. We'll get there.
So, Bitcoin, folks. If you haven't test-driven yet the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Bottom line, we have inside. Well, first off, the way to do it is come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top of the side. You hit the banner, bring up the marketplace. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can follow along as we trade these defined option contracts. And
yeah, so this is a 5-minute chart I have up there right now. 67.20, not quite a bad price tag for Bitcoin. I was listening to Jason Paff, 8:30 this morning. He's a little bearish on that Bitcoin. He had some great arguments. If people didn't catch his program, you can always pull it up on the TFNN YouTube channel. Check out those archives. And Steve Rhodes as well did his program at 8 o'clock. But Jason talking about just in terms of, we've talked to him as well. We'll be talking about this hour. Yeah, you know, the real fundamental data of search data for Bitcoin, wallet use for Bitcoin, that type of stuff, and not to the bullish side. But quite a run in terms of, we're at that 6,000, 6,500 mark for a while, and it seems like we've climbed a bit, right? So putting this on an hourly chart, and that's where, you back it up from August 5th. We were down here for a while, so we've kind of like come back to where we were on August 21st, We're back up here again, but you got to like just being away from these levels if you are a bear a bit. Because when we were flirting over and over and over for an extended period of time, you're talking about from, again, August 8th all the way to call it August 22nd, a solid 2 weeks that we were just floating right at some pretty scary levels. Maybe it's a head fake to the upside, and maybe that's where, but nonetheless, we'll keep our eye on it.
There seems to be a lot of news inside that Bitcoin community out here.
It doesn't stop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. And that dollar index get a little juice on the downside, so we'll see where that shakes out.
How about Tesla? Another day of woes for Tesla.
Oh my God!
Surprise, surprise! They're not going to go private, right? I mean, come on.
This is bizarre. So, and what he's trying to do, I suspect, is cut his losses quick. But I can't imagine how much it's going to cost him in lawsuits.
Yes.
Or the cost the insurance company. So it's going to cost someone.
Because it's fraud. I mean, it should. A lot of people lost a lot of money from a CEO lying in public.
Right.
I mean, that's the simple part of the case that I get. So.
Yeah. Right. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And I suspect that they just decided to cut the losses like ASAP. So what we're talking about, let's tell them what we're talking about first. He reversed his whole deal. He's claiming that the shareholders don't want to go public. Yeah. It's like,
so there's where Tesla's saying public won't resolve. I'm not sure. No, staying public, won't resolve SEC regulatory trouble. Let's see how this goes. So down 2% after CEO bowed to apparent pressure from stockholders to keep the electric car maker a public company. It's like, I don't think he had any choice, right, as that goes. He's finally just making the admission, though, that he's not going to be taking it private. In a late-night blog post on Friday, he said most of Tesla's existing shareholders believe we're better off as a public company. Yeah, they probably believe that because that's their only choice. He said he had expected a challenging process to take it private, but concluded it's clear that it would be even more time-consuming and distracting than initially anticipated. Either way, he's finally, kind of rescinding that tweet in completion now, at least.
I think he must have been stoned.
He was stoned. It was ambient, didn't you hear, man? It was ambient. That's what it all does. So, that was, remember? Yeah. Him and Roseanne, they're whacking Ambiens and
so
tweeting.
Ambien makes you sleep.
It's just a sleeping aid.
Okay.
So there have been stories of the only stories are like people like do this lethargic sleepwalking they don't remember. You're not like actively doing stuff in life and stuff. It's just kind of like a sleepwalking type deal that you might get into.
Well, he actively decided that he could get $420 and go private, I guess. Right?
Well, yeah. Good luck finding an investor that's going to buy every single share of Tesla at a 33% premium now from where we're currently trading at. Yeah. Not going to happen.
This is what's intriguing, folks, just in general. So watch this, how this chart's set up. How the chart is set up is that it wants to go to the lower end of its consolidation, which would be 244.
Okay, it's back from April this year.
But guess what? That being said, if we line this up, you get a high volume spike at 387 too. Isn't that wild? So, I mean, the way that I look at market, you're going to hit both of them. So as that comes down there, we'll see how this whole thing shakes out. I know.
On the flip side, any CEO can create a high volume spike to the upside if they just lie to the public and say we're going private.
Well, I'm just, it just depends whether you believe in price and volume. That's where my head's at.
Yeah, but
you don't have to. I'm just saying.
This could be a one-off case, man. As in that does not happen. And the reason why is because the lawsuit. They're gonna take it for sure.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's up 218, Nasdaq's up 65, S&Ps are up 18. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow Industrials right now up 216. We get the Nasdaq up 66. S&Ps are up 18, and gold's catching a little bit here. It's not that the dollar came down that much. The dollar came down from 200 to 228. We had gold. Let's see if even intraday, if we have a little. Yeah, you got another little spike. So we got a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. Now what you have, which could be pretty cool, is that's 1190. That's 25 bucks, right? A to B. Okay, so it gives you the same deal. Because that's 1234, which is pretty cool. So what I just did, folks, on the daily you have an ABC structure on the way up. We took out the B point, took it out with volume, and now intraday you get another one. You know, so we get some action. We go over to that dollar just for a second. DXZ8. That's, okay, one second. That's going to be, no, it's going to be DXU8, I think.
Not quite in December yet, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the volume. Okay, so. Yeah, so it's interesting. So that low, 94,830, yeah. So what we're doing is we're pushing into the low from like last Wednesday, and we'll see whether we break it. And that's why the dollar, I mean, the gold probably got a little push up, because if we break this and we get some juice behind it, then we could get some action going. Yeah. So let's go look inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness out here. So Goldman is putting 46 positive points. You get Boeing putting 34, Cat putting 20. Taken away from it, Johnson & Johnson minus 8 points, Pfizer 5, Merck only less than 1.
Yeah.
Inside the NDX 100, strength, Netflix is up 3.7% or $13. You got Win up 3.5. I'll have to look at that. Macau must be making money. Align Technologies up 3.2. Taken away from it is Tesla, Intuit Software, Costco, and Ross Stores. Let's go over to Win for a second. So, Win's trading 150.86. Maybe that's just. No, that's just. I see. That's just. This is down from $200, so that can be just a small dead cat bounce of opening the casino in Massachusetts.
That's an MGM casino, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought this opened in one too.
Maybe they are, but the one we were talking about is an MGM one at the end of last week. Yeah, so they're dealing with more. This is one I think they have in the works. Remember, that was the whole deal where when the sexual scandal came out with Steve Wynn, that they were actually talking about rescinding the permit. So I believe they're building one. They're in the development stages of a competitor. But the big one that did just open out there in Western Mass is an MGM property.
Oh, so Wynn's opening at the old racetrack, right?
No, I believe that's where we were talking about, that's the MGM out there.
Okay.
Wynn has one. I'm not sure familiar where, but around, a competitor to that area, and I believe it is in Massachusetts. And so when those reports started coming out, that's one of the things they said, and they should revisit it because it was just kind of an issue of lack of corporate governance. And that's what they talked about, to be handing out casino licenses to a company that obviously had a lack of governance in terms of board recognition, everything, that they said we're gonna put a momentary pause on.
What about The Godfather?
Are we back to what about The Godfather? What about The Godfather?
Talking about corporate governance. Yeah. I watched Godfather 1 and 2 the other night.
Those are the ones. You don't really need to watch 3, unfortunately. 1 and 2, man. Two of the best movies out there, for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the silver market and see if we get any action in silver. Silver needs some strength. It moved topside on Friday, but it really didn't have the type of strength that gold had. So we'll see. You're up 5 cents right now. Silver's got to get back inside this 1540 area to even get anything going, which is pretty wild. Platinum. Oh, man. So I had Jay on from...
yes, Jay Arbertine, silverqueen.com. We'll give him a plug again.
No, totally. And, this platinum deal, man, is pretty intense, actually.
Yeah, it's a great interview on Friday. And just so, again, go to our YouTube channel. That interview by itself, if people want to check it out, you can find it. But go ahead, because you guys were talking about platinum. And
he was what he's talking about. So picture, folks, he's one of the largest dealers of physical gold, platinum, silver in the country, right? And you can order, if you want platinum, I'd tell you to call him. Bottom line, though, and he'll take the order. The deal is that they can't even get it for like 6 to 8 weeks. So that's really, to me, it's like, you know what, man, that's not a real market. You know? I mean, because the reality is that when you get a buy and sell market, liquidity is the name of the game.
Yes.
And
if the price was plummeting, you'd be able to buy it.
Yeah, because you don't have the sellers.
That's
you don't have the sellers in the market.
There would be plenty of sellers. There'd be very liquid. You'd be able to buy it very quickly.
Right.
On the flip side of that, when it's going up, that's where it should be tough to buy, right? Where not as many sellers. You can buy it, but there's kind of a wait for those sellers to become available at that price. Not quite the physical market that he's seeing.
No, and it's pretty intense, man, because if we take a look at this and we put this back, what you're going to see, I'm going to put this on a continuous contract. Look at this. I mean, you had a swing low of 2016 that broke, $812. The low that was generated out here in 2008 was $761.
We're almost right there, man.
Yeah. No, this is a disaster, folks. This went from, look at this. This went from 2,300 in March of 08 to 761.
Yeah, and even in a shorter time frame, which is even more almost, it goes from July from 2084 to October of 761.
I think I got to go buy some.
Yeah, you're talking about 65–70% haircut in the span of 3 months in something that has a lot of uses in physical, in terms of pretty remarkable.
Well, it's crazy that, for me, it's crazy. I swapped out my gold for platinum thinking it was going to be the best trade in the world. I'm actually losing money on it, my physical.
Sure. No, it's been quite a...
I went 5 for 4. That's what it was, folks. I was getting basically 5 platinums for 4.
Ounce of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bottom line is that that trade hasn't worked, you know. I mean, I hold physical for a long time, but even so, it was one of those deals like, this has got to work.
Right.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, nope, it didn't.
Yep.
It didn't. You know, yeah, gold is on the move right now, there's no doubt. And, you know, we'll see whether, and this is what's also going on in the gold market. So check this out. You're going to hear, this is the largest short position in the futures market. The problem is that it only goes back to 2006, and I don't understand why they don't have, you know, stats longer than that. It's like, okay, 2006, that's only 12 years, right?
Yeah.
You know, but bottom line is that in 2016, that's when gold really ran.
It could just be a regulation in terms of shorting, you know, reporting shorts in some capacity.
Evidently,
in 2006. Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 214. You get the Nasdaq up 70. S&Ps are up 18. The Nasdaq up 70. That's pretty intense. Let's see. So, yeah, it's almost 0.9%. So if we go take a look at that, yeah, it's breaking right away from the top of the trend, man. You know, you got, you could really say that, what, 79.23? It's almost $100 above it.
Yeah.
Pretty intense, man.
Yeah.
That's the NDX. You're up 65. 70, well, 7,500. Look at that's $50, man. That's a real break topside. There's no doubt about that. The thing that's pretty wild, man, is that these bonds still will not give it up. And it's like, okay, so is this going to be like a deal that rates are not going to go up no matter what the Fed says, but yet the market is going to keep printing money?
Yeah.
I mean,
I know. No, I hear it.
it's, you know,
Yeah.
it's like the 10-year right now, folks, is at 2.839. You know, and it's not bad. I mean, for what the Fed is saying, you know, September is just about a given, that's for sure. Well, it's 100% now, yeah. December, they just crawled to 63.
Yeah.
We're, you know, so that's crawling up too.
Yeah.
And that would put the short-term rates, that'd be a big number, man. 2.25 to 2.50, you know, if we got the second one, right?
No, 2.25 to 2.5.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
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 That would be the range.
That
Yeah.
would be a big number when that's an overnight rate when the 10-year rate right now is only 2.8.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
and then the 30 is laying out there at 2.95.
Yeah. 2.98, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it wild when you think about it that if you're an investor in bonds that you're willing to take only a little bit more to lock it in for 30 years?
Yeah. And the reason why is because they're really not locking it in. They're just selling that. But it should correlate to an actual meeting. That because somebody is going to keep that for 30 years, right? You can sell it off. You can you know.
You can trade it. There's no doubt.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
There's
no doubt.
if they actually force people to hold that, I think it would be wider, which speaks to what you're saying. Like, it doesn't make as much sense that.
Well, the thing that's amazing, so watch this, and this is where you know, whether it's us or your children, you want them to wrap their head around how these percentages work, because the bond market is always a little confusing in the aspect that the 30-year bond is 145.11. That means, folks, that you're paying $145 and by about 30 cents for a $100 bond.
Yes.
Which is a mind blower. And you're going to get that right now. When I'm reading those percentage rates, that is the percentage rate that you'd get. But
It's the yield to put
yeah,
things
it's
right.
the yield. But you only get $100 back at the end. You don't get 145 back. So that's what people are willing to buy right now. And what that's saying is that in between this area, you're going to basically see fluctuations. You know that, you know, maybe, hey, it's pretty wild, man. You know, when the bond market first started going higher in 1981, it was $55 that you were paying for a $100 bond that was paying 14%.
Yield, right? Again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got both. You got the yield. Then you also, depending on, you know, those bonds are done now. They were done in 2010. But you also, in 2010, whatever the bond was trading at, you got that, you know, well, no, you only got $100 if you turned it in. That's all you get, no matter what the bond was at.
Right.
Pretty wild. Gold is catching a bid out here. So bottom line is that this is, if you're in the metals market, folks, this is a decent indication that we're finally getting follow through, and that's what we needed, man. I mean, you know, you took out the B point, took it out with volume. You're going to have juice in it today. You got 151,000 contracts. That's big contract volume. 10 o'clock in the morning, no doubt. So getting back inside. Now your next level is what's that? 12.12. We're 12.18. So we're inside that, man. You can get 12.21. This is good, man. That's a big move. You know, if you can make the case that we just broke the whole downtrend that started June 15th. That's 1,300 gold.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
You broke it. You had wide price spread. You had the volume behind the move.
Yeah. And really, I think it'd be the week. Yeah, June 14th. Right
Yeah.
there. That started.
Oh, and June 14th. Okay, so this is really cool because I believe that's the day the Fed come out, because that's the day the dollar went to the moon. June 14th also.
You want to jump over to that chart
yeah,
after
so look at that. So June 14th, look at that. It's interesting that it didn't get destroyed. But the dollar, that is where, to me, the dollar wants to actually go right now. There it is. There you go. 92,820. You know.
So you gold at 13.25 for the high of that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we're coming pretty close to right now.
It's pretty intriguing that the dollar doesn't look like it moved that much as to the case of what gold could actually move.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see where the whole baby shakes out. Palladium, huh? Let's go P-A-L-L. Okay, so we got a target wants to look at palladium. Let's see. So if I pull up palladium September, this is pretty sick. This is really sick, folks, that palladium is trading over the price of platinum. So palladium is $9.43. And
we get some trade tariff action going on in here. Is that what maybe? I mean, that's quite a volatile.
I don't know.
Maybe they are part of the aluminum steel tariff debate.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing because the run from almost 800 to 943 seems like, I know gold's had quite a rise, but no tariffs on palladium, they're saying. So yeah.
Okay.
Just a run.
Yeah. Well, bottom line is that
quite a move off those lows.
It's a move, and you know this thing can get up until this $1,000 again. Watch this. Let me show you something here. This gets wild because I used to own palladium long time ago, and when you see this, you know this is hard to comprehend because I think I sold it. I might have sold it at 300. I think I bought it at 160 or something, man. Yeah, so it's 100. Yeah, this is when I first started the gold report. $145, right? It's down, makes a run to what, 595, crashes again to 173. This is just well, you can see back here. I wasn't around then. In 2001, it was at 1,090. That had to do with the Russians get rid of all their palladium, and that went topside. Isn't it amazing though when you think about? So palladium is a much softer metal, but it is a replacement now for platinum inside the car market.
Okay.
That's how they're physically using it. That's why this run has taken place. So we'll see where it shakes out, man. It's not used for jewelry. Well, it's going to get interesting. You know what I was thinking this morning, folks, when I was doing the gold report, is that we had all the high-end retailers doing really well. Well, what happened, and we'll see how this shakes out, is that gold for jewelry, that jewelry is a big part of gold. People, you know, the ETFs are big, yeah, central banks are big, but jewelry is the biggest part of it. So it's going to be intriguing to see, will that follow through with people buying jewelry and putting more demand on gold? Stay right there, folks. We got our man Jason Path coming up next. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 191, Nasdaq up 67, S&P's up 16.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now trading up 208. You get the Nasdaq up 68. S&P's up 17. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Jason Path, as we do each and every Monday at 40 past the hour. Don't forget, folks, Jason kicks us off every trading day right here, 8:30 to 9 o'clock in the morning. Morning market kickoff right here at TFNN. Jason, what's going on, brother?
Not much, man. How are you?
Well, Tommy and I are sitting here looking at your newsletter. And, folks, the way you get his newsletter is go to the DutchBook.com. Great newsletter. And we saw El Nino coming in, and we think we're looking at that chart saying, hey, we might have some cold weather coming into Florida, and we'll be grooving all winter, man. Talk to us about this.
That's right, man. So 70% chance right now, this is the NOAA data, 70% chance of El Nino by the winter. They typically give us probabilities, almost monthly or seasonally. So 60% chance by early winter, 70% chance by the turn of the year. So that would be colder in the southern United States, warmer in the northern United States, and some variance in the wet patterns out west and the drier patterns out east. So we're also looking at that, even internationally, looking at coffee in Brazil. Brazil could get very dry in an El Nino, which is bad. Coffee, bullish for coffee. Certainly with gas, monitoring the temperature trends very closely. So
now,
the thing
what
about
is El Nino? I know I should know, but I don't.
So you basically get changes in ocean temperatures, which force changes in the jet stream and changes weather patterns. So across the United States, it kind of rebalances. It gets colder where it's normally warmer. It gets warmer where it's normally colder. Yeah. And then you get more water. It's wetter out west. So.
That's why we're a little excited being in Florida, because we are one of the hotter regions, as I'm sure everyone's aware. So bring on the cool temperatures.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing is that in Florida, folks, the Gulf Stream in general, like when you're up in Boston, I've been out to Georges Bank, and you really don't see the difference in the water because the water's so deep all the time. But in the Gulf Stream, what does happen, you go out 30 miles, and all of a sudden, everything changes. Like, you can actually see where the Gulf Stream is in the water because it goes from like 30 feet to like 110 feet, like just immediately. So it's kind of intriguing that these streams are important, I guess, in general, right? And in this case, we're talking about a stream in the air, though, versus the water,
they
right?
They control our whole world climate, man.
Yeah,
They really do.
Right. And it'll tell us what we're all going to pay for gas this winter. That's really what we're looking at. We really need a change in the weather. We had a historically cold winter in 2014. Similar storage levels, gas shot up, north of 6. So it's really what we are looking at. We're looking at it in a letter, and then almost on a daily basis tracking the weather. If we have a historically cold winter, it could get really exciting in gas markets.
I love it.
Bring it on.
Yeah,
That's
really
Florida.
exciting.
Good luck to everybody in the Northeast.
Come on down to Florida,
man,
folks.
but come on, why not, right?
Right.
How about Bitcoin? Can we jump to Bitcoin next, Jason? I was listening to your show this morning. You were talking a lot about, the wallet And the
Right.
searches.
It went down dramatically,
Let
huh?
me get there. Let me get there. There we.
Yeah, so we're right at a key level of resistance. As we look at volumes and some other trading data, above us we have pretty thin activity. It could be a pretty quick elevator ride up. It is historically. We normally slide through like 6750 to 7200 pretty quick, both ways, up and down markets. Right now, what we're seeing on the network is very soft activity. So even Google search is down about 20% week over week. Transactions are down. Dollars on the network is down. Everything is very soft, and those correlate mathematically very cleanly. We've shown charts in the past how it's almost a one-for-one correlation. You get an uptick in transactions on the network, you get an uptick in price.
Okay.
So we're seeing some divergence. Typically, there is a lag of about 24 to 48 hours. So what I'm expecting is tomorrow, over the next 48 hours, we'll bounce off. We're right at 67.32 right now. 67.50 to me is the level. With Bitcoin, sometimes we paint with a little broader brush around levels, just given the diversity of exchanges. But right now, we're right up against it. I think we bounce off it over the next 48 hours. We may park here for a bit. It's been a rather slow-moving market. I think we bounce back to 6,500. I don't think it's a larger correction. I think we still work our way higher through the balance of 2018, but I think we get a move lower here midweek, just off of that 6750 level. That's been such a tough level of resistance. Once we break above it, we shoot up into the mid sevens, but I don't think we have enough right now to break through.
Yes. So on Google, right, the analytics, right? So what ends up happening, can you bring up just about any term and see what the searches are on it?
So
that's cool.
So I actually saw a story last week. So an analyst was even looking at Netflix, their levels of internet or international expansion.
Okay.
And I don't have the article in front of me, but a street analyst was talking about, tracking India search trends for Google, for Netflix, and trying to assign some factor for their growth internationally. Obviously a big issue for Netflix. So yeah, and the other cool thing about Google is whether or not somebody wants to tell you different, we all have access to the same data. Some of us know how to get to it and track it, but it's the same data. Everybody has access. There's no secret veil behind the curtain. Google delivers some data to some people. You just go out to Google Trends, you type in your search terms, and you can track how that data is trending. You can slice it geographically. You can compare it to other.
That's really cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's googletrends.com. The one thing I caution folks, and I do think, it's very insightful for Bitcoin, and I think it's interesting to look at things like Netflix, and you see it pop internationally.
Yes.
Advertising rules, et cetera. One thing I just caution folks on, use the same terms consistently, because even if you change a capitalization or something, that will change your data. So just, we've tracked the same.
That's cool to know, right?
Details, baby, details, right?
We've tracked the same model on Bitcoin for about 24 months now.
Okay.
Just be consistent, but yeah, you can go out to googletrends.com.
Wow.
And just track, I use it to forecast. We forecast, political elections. We've had a lot of luck. But back to the Trump primaries, the Google search data was calling those within a point or two for Trump and its level of success. So a lot there with the Google search data.
Wow, that's a trip, man. Yeah.
Yes.
Right in front of us, right?
Hey, big data.
Right in front of us.
That's why Google and Facebook control the world, man, because they get the back door to all that data.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Boy,
That's intense, man.
So, Jason, we got about 2 minutes left. What else would you like to talk about? I know you got a lot of great stuff with Forex.
Well, I was expecting Tom to give me a hard time about the dollar. Dollar a little off, under pressure. But to Tom's point earlier, we're at a level. We've been watching the May 14th. Its trend line goes back to about May 14th of this year.
Yeah. That
breaks. You start to see a nice head and shoulders setup. We're a pretty good distance. I heard Tom talking earlier on the 92 level. We break down over the next few days with conviction. We could be in for quite a ride over the next few weeks with the dollar. We're still constructive and fundamentally bullish on the dollar, but we're getting close to a perilous level here on DXY.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Just watching it shake out, man, because, we only stayed outside that for 2 weeks. And, it is going to take a lot to break that down, though, because that June 14th day is a big day. Yeah.
That's right. It's going to take a lot either way, and we could just stay locked up here, and we could be having the same conversation in December. But it's close, right? It's closer than it was a week ago.
No. Listen, folks, every trading day right here, 8:30, go to YouTube, hit TFNN Corp, subscribe, kick off, start your morning with Jason, 8:30 in the morning.
Right.
Jason, you have a great one, a safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
All right, guys, can't wait.
Thanks,
Talk
Jason.
soon.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A share bull and bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And John McCain, sad but true, right?
Quite an American man.
Big time. Passed away Friday. It was a Friday, right? Or Saturday. You know, bottom line, folks, that is a true patriot. No matter which way you slice it, dice it, and all of the above.
There's almost too many things to say to leave out something, man. Quite
Right.
an American, quite a hero, quite a man across the board. Condolences to his family, and just our hearts go out to him, and you know, just in my thoughts, man, because he's quite an American.
And keep the whole family in your prayers, folks, because the bottom line is that it's never easy, even in the aspect that, you know, I can't imagine, you know that you're going to die. It's like, that's pretty intense.
Well, that's a whole different argument. I can't imagine being in you know, prisoner of war for years.
Right.
Somebody says you can go home.
And he doesn't go home.
And you say, you know, hang me back up and beat me again, because I'm not going home until you send my troops home, man. It just gives me chills just even talking about it. So not a lot of people, and I don't know of anybody that would do that I know.
That's right. And with that, it's all about, folks, and was all about, was the aspect that he wasn't going to leave his men because they knew that if he left, then their morale would go down even further.
And that's his father and grandfather were both 4-star admirals, I believe. He was a bigger name. He realized that, and when you're prisoner of war, it's supposed to be the order that you're captured in, and he was just going to get put to the front of the line. And that's how much integrity he had that he was not about to do that. So
amazing.
Great American man, for sure.
Big time.
Big time.
The market-wise out here, bottom line, you got last week of summer, you're at highs. We'll see where this baby shakes out, man.
Right? I have to chuckle, man. At highs, we're gonna be. I'll get the script. We'll put it right here. We'll be reading it tomorrow.
Every day.
Right?
Sherman-Williams, green paint.
Totally.
Here it is.
Totally.
Stay right there, folks. We got Fast Market coming up next. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks, pal. Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. No matter